How you doing, everybody? My name is DOCTORSAMMY BAYA. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. Why the covert narcissist is the most dangerous type of narcissist. That's the title of this video. We know that narcissists are selfish, self-absorbed, self-centered individuals. They lack empathy, they are very arrogant, and they focus on their own needs. It's always about me with a narcissist. Now, we have this breed of narcissists called the covert narcissist. There are some people who believe that the covert narcissist is the most dangerous type of narcissist. And I'm gonna give you reasons why it is considered so. I'll provide a blend of real-life examples and behaviors to illustrate why the covert narcissist is the most dangerous type of narcissist. Number one, subtle manipulation. Covert narcissists often manipulate subtly. They make their actions hard to detect. For example, Jen's colleague subtly undermines her work by taking credit for her ideas in team meetings, all while maintaining a facade of teamwork and support. Another reason why covert narcissists are very dangerous type of narcissists is they have this passive aggressive behavior. A covert narcissist may use passive aggressive tactics to undermine others. Let's talk about Tom, who avoids direct confrontation but uses backhanded compliments and silent treatments to express displeasure or control others. Now, that's another example of passive aggressive behavior, and it makes covert narcissists very dangerous. The other thing about covert narcissists, they have this victim mentality. Covert narcissists frequently play the victim to elicit sympathy and manipulate others. Sarah has a friend who always presents herself as the perpetual victim of unfortunate circumstances. Sarah's friends draws others into a cycle of rescuing and enabling her. This is typical of covert narcissists. Again, covert narcissists exhibit a more subdued form of self-importance. For example, Alex always downplays his achievements while subtly bragging, ensuring that others recognize his superiority without over-boasting, without clearly boasting or making it obvious. Another thing about covert narcissists is their emotional manipulation. They excel in emotional manipulation, making others doubt their perceptions. Jessica has a partner who frequently twists conversations to make her feel guilty for expressing her own needs, creating an environment where she constantly second guesses herself. Again, covert narcissists often hide their true nature behind a mask of normalcy. For example, Emily's co-worker appears warm and helpful, but in private conversations, she disparages others and seeks to undermine their reputation. Now, this is another behavior of covert narcissists. The other thing about covert narcissists, they have these unpredictable reactions. Their reactions can be very unpredictable, causing confusion and insecurity. Michael's behavior, for example, changes abruptly from cold and distant to overly affectionate, leaving his partner unsure of where they stand. Covert narcissists also have this chronic resentment. They harbor chronic resentment. And this resentment can surface in seemingly minor ways. Lisa has a friend who often holds grudges for small slights. She reacts disproportionately and creates rifts in relationships over trivial matters. The other thing about covert narcissists, they have this deceptive charm. Covert narcissists can be deceptively charming, making their true intentions difficult to discern. For example, Nathan's colleague wins everyone over with his charm, but uses this influence to manipulate and control team dynamics subtly. Covert narcissists also undermine competence. They may undermine others' competence to feel superior. Maria's boss regularly questions her decisions and abilities in subtle ways, creating a work environment where Maria feels perpetually inadequate. Covert narcissists always have hidden agendas. This one thing that makes them very dangerous type of narcissists. Their hidden agendas often come to light in damaging ways. David's friend, for example, appears supportive, but often subtly sabotages his efforts to advance, driven by jealousy and a desire to remain the center of attention. Now, the other thing that makes covert narcissists dangerous is emotional drainage. A covert narcissist can emotionally drain others with their constant need for validation. Claire's partner demands constant reassurance and support, leaving her feeling exhausted and emotionally depleted. Covert narcissists are known for excessive sensitivity. They are often excessively sensitive to criticism. Ben's reaction to any form of feedback is defensive and disproportionate, making it difficult for others to provide constructive criticism without fear of an explosive reaction. Covert narcissists are dangerous because they have this inconsistent affection. Their affection can be inconsistent and conditional. Jessica's partner showers her with affection only when he feels neglected or insecure, using emotional highs and lows to keep her off balance. Covert narcissists have hidden competitiveness. They may hide their competitive nature behind a facade of friendliness. Laura's co-worker appears supportive but is secretly competitive, subtly undermining her work to ensure that he stands out. Covert narcissists undermine relationships. They undermine others' relationships to isolate their targets. For instance, Mark subtly sows discord between his friend and her other friends, creating a sense of isolation that makes her more dependent on him. Covert narcissists are also known for guilt tripping. They use guilt tripping to manipulate others into compliance. Anna's mother constantly makes her feel guilty for not spending enough time together, using emotional blackmail to get her way. Covert narcissists also often feign innocence when called out. Robert's colleague denies any wrongdoing despite evidence of his manipulative behavior, portraying himself as the wronged party to avoid accountability. Covert narcissists are known for undermining self-esteem. Their behavior can subtly erode others' self-esteem. Karen's partner, for example, frequently makes sarcastic comments about her abilities, which undermines her confidence while maintaining a veneer of concern. Covert narcissists are dangerous because they have these elusive apologies. They rarely offer genuine apologies. For example, Lisa's friend apologizes in a way that shifts the blame onto others. She never truly acknowledges her own role in the conflict. Covert narcissists have this ingratiating behavior. They use this ingratiating behavior to gain favor. Tim's friend is overly accommodating and flattering. He uses this facade to subtly control and influence those around him. Another thing that about covert narcissists that makes them very dangerous is that they have internalized anger. Their anger is often internalized, manifesting as passive-aggressive behavior. Emily's co-worker hides his resentment behind a friendly exterior, but displays it through subtle sabotage and undermining of team efforts. Something about covert narcissists that makes them very dangerous is also they have this deceptive humility. They use deceptive humility to mask their narcissism. Sarah's acquaintance constantly downplays her achievements while subtly ensuring that everyone recognizes her superiority. Covert narcissists have disguised contempt, which is shown as or expressed as concern or criticism. In short, the covert narcissist contempt is often disguised as concern or criticism. Michael's friend, for instance, frequently critiques his choices under the guise of offering helpful advice, subtly diminishing his confidence and self-worth. Covert narcissists are also known for covert control. They exercise control in a subtle, covert manner. For instance, Maria's partner manipulates decisions and directions in their relationship while appearing to be accommodating and supportive. Covert narcissists may feign emotional dependency to manipulate others. For instance, Claire's friend pretends to be emotionally fragile to elicit constant support and validation from those around her. Covert narcissists are very dangerous because they also use triangulation to create conflict and to maintain control. For example, Jessica's co-worker stirs up conflict between her and another team member to keep them both focused on her instead of their work. Covert narcissists are very dangerous because they often engage in subtle gaslighting. This makes others doubt their own reality. Ben's partner, for example, frequently denies or distorts past events, causing her to question her own memory and judgment. Covert narcissists are also known for emotional withdrawal. They use emotional withdrawal as a tactic to regain control. Lisa's partner, for example, withdraws affection and communication when he feels threatened or insecure, forcing her to constantly seek his approval. Covert narcissists are also known for manipulative compliments. Their compliments are very, very manipulative. For example, Tim's friend gives backhanded compliments designed to highlight his own superiority while making others feel inadequate. Covert narcissists also oftenly display chronic discontent. They create a toxic environment. Emily's co-worker, for example, is perpetually dissatisfied and vocal about her grievances. And this makes it very difficult for the team to stay motivated and positive. Covert narcissists also feign helplessness. They may feign helplessness to avoid responsibility. David's friend constantly claims he is incapable of handling tasks. And this makes others feel obligated to take over his responsibilities. That's one behavior of covert narcissists that makes them extremely, very, very dangerous. Covert narcissists also use others as props to bolster their own image. For instance, Sarah's colleague constantly boasts about her association with influential people to enhance her own status. Covert narcissists also use self-pity as a tool for manipulation. Jessica's friend frequently laments her unfortunate circumstances to gain sympathy and support from those around her. Again, covert narcissists are known for compartmentalizing relationships. They do that to maintain control. Michael's partner, for example, keeps different aspects of their lives separate, manipulating each part to his advantage, while maintaining an outwardly pleasant demeanor. Covert narcissists are also known to exploit vulnerabilities. They exploit others' vulnerabilities for personal gain. Claire's co-worker, for example, knows her insecurities and uses them to manipulate her into doing extra work or agreeing to unfair demands. Covert narcissists have inconsistent feedback. Their feedback can be inconsistent and confusing. Maria's boss provides praise and criticism in a way that makes it difficult for her to understand his true expectations or intentions. Covert narcissists have guilt-driven compliance. They induce guilt to ensure compliance. Tim's friend often makes him feel guilty for not meeting his demands, leveraging this guilt to manipulate him into fulfilling his request. Covert narcissists also create dependency. This makes them very dangerous. They create dependency to maintain control. Lisa's partner fosters an environment where she feels emotionally and financially dependent on him, ensuring she remains under his influence. Covert narcissists also feign objectivity. They may feign objectivity to manipulate perceptions. Sarah's colleague, for example, presents herself as unbiased and fair, while subtly skewing her opinions to favor her own interests and undermine others. Covert narcissists are also known for ingratiating insincerity. Their insincerity can be masked by ingratiating behavior. For example, David's friend constantly praises his achievements while subtly criticizing his work behind his back. Covert narcissists are very dangerous because they are known for emotional blackmail. They use emotional blackmail to control others. Jessica's partner threatens self-harm if she doesn't comply with his demands, manipulating her through fear and guilt. Covert narcissists often sow discord to maintain control. Emily's co-worker creates unnecessary conflict between team members to ensure that everyone remains focused on her and her needs. Covert narcissists also undermine autonomy. They undermine other people's autonomy to assert control. Ben's partner, for example, consistently makes decisions for him, disregarding his preferences and asserting dominance over his choices. Covert narcissists create unnecessary drama to distract and control. Claire's friend consistently stirs up conflicts and exaggerates issues to keep everyone focused on her and her problems. Covert narcissists feign concern for others to manipulate others, to manipulate them. Sarah's colleague pretends to be concerned about her well-being, while subtly using this pretense to control her actions and decisions. So, covert narcissists are very good at feigning concern for others. This makes them very dangerous. Covert narcissists are known for deliberate misunderstandings. They may deliberately create misunderstandings to cause confusion. Jessica's partner often misinterprets her words or actions in a way that benefits him, making her feel constantly on edge. Covert narcissists are known for withholding information. They withhold information to maintain control. Michael's boss, for example, frequently provides incomplete or misleading information, ensuring that others are dependent on him for clarity and direction. Covert narcissists are also known for feigning incompetence. They feign incompetence to avoid responsibility. Tim's friend, for example, often pretends not to understand tasks or instructions, shifting the burden of responsibility onto others. Covert narcissists also often create false narratives to manipulate perceptions. Lisa's partner spins elaborate stories about their relationship to paint himself in a favorable light while discrediting her. Now, covert narcissists are very dangerous because they undermine confidence. They may subtly undermine confidence. They undermine others people's confidence to assert dominance. For example, Claire's co-worker constantly points out minor mistakes and shortcomings, making her question her abilities and judgment. Covert narcissists are known for emotional reciprocity. They expect emotional reciprocity without offering genuine support. Jessica's friend, for example, demands constant validation and attention while offering little in return. Covert narcissists also exploit self-doubt to maintain control. Ben's partner frequently questions his decisions and choices, making him second-guess himself and become more reliant on her approval. Covert narcissists maintain a facade of normalcy while secretly manipulating others. Emily's co-worker, for example, appears to be a supportive team player while covertly undermining her efforts and seeking personal gain. Covert narcissists often feign vulnerability to elicit sympathy and control others. Sarah's colleague pretends to be emotionally fragile to gain favor and support from those around her. Also, covert narcissists create a sense of obligation to manipulate behavior. Michael's partner, for example, constantly reminds him of past favors and sacrifices to make him feel obligated to meet her demands. Covert narcissists also undermine relationships with subtle, indirect actions. Claire's friend subtly criticizes her partner and spreads rumors causing tension and mistrust without appearing overtly antagonistic. Covert narcissists exploit social dynamics to their advantage. Tim's co-worker manipulates social situations to ensure she remains the center of attention and maintains control over group interactions. Covert narcissists may feign selflessness to disguise their true motives. Lisa's friend constantly talks about her sacrifices and altruism while using this image to manipulate others into meeting her needs. Covert narcissists create false friendships to manipulate and control. Jessica's colleague pretends to be a close friend while secretly gathering information and using it to her advantage. Covert narcissists use others' achievements to boost their own image. Michael's friend, for example, frequently highlights his association with successful individuals to enhance his own status and influence. Covert narcissists also feign concern for others' well-being to control their actions. Claire's partner frequently expresses worry about her health to justify his control over her lifestyle and decisions. Covert narcissists exploit emotional vulnerability to manipulate others. Ben's partner uses his insecurities to control his behavior and make him more dependent on her for emotional support. Covert narcissists also undermine confidence through subtle, indirect criticism. Jessica's friend frequently makes small, disparaging comments that erode her self-esteem while maintaining a facade of friendliness. Covert narcissists may feign emotional distress to manipulate others into providing support. Lisa's coworker, for example, pretends to be emotionally overwhelmed to gain sympathy and avoid responsibility for her work. Covert narcissists create dependency through emotional manipulation. Tim's partner, for example, fosters a sense of emotional dependency by constantly seeking validation and support while giving little in return. Covert narcissists are very dangerous because they subtly undermine others' achievements to feel superior. Sarah's co-worker, for example, downplays her successes and attributes them to luck or external factors to maintain his own sense of superiority. Covert narcissists often feign ignorance to avoid accountability. Michael's friend, for example, pretends not to understand the impact of his actions to evade responsibility and maintain control. Covert narcissists create an illusion of support to manipulate others. Claire's partner, for example, pretends to be supportive while subtly undermining her efforts and ensuring she remains dependent on him. Covert narcissists use self-pity to gain sympathy. They use self-pity to gain control. Ben's friend, for example, frequently laments his misfortunes to manipulate others into providing him with support and attention. Covert narcissists are very dangerous because they are known for subtle power plays. They engage in subtle power plays to maintain control. Jessica's co-worker uses strategic positioning and manipulation to ensure she remains in a position of influence and control. Covert narcissists may also feign empathy to manipulate others. Lisa's friend pretends to understand her struggles while subtly undermining her and using her vulnerabilities to gain control. Covert narcissists are known to create a sense of guilt to manipulate behavior. Tim's partner frequently reminds him of past sacrifices to make him feel obligated to meet her demands and preferences. Covert narcissists undermine others' self-worth through subtle, indirect actions. Sarah's colleague, for example, makes small, dismissive comments that gradually erode her confidence and self-esteem. Covert narcissists also feign humility for manipulation. Michael's friend, for example, downplays his achievements while subtly ensuring that others recognize his superiority and importance. Covert narcissists create an environment of self-doubt to maintain control. Claire's partner, for example, constantly questions her decisions and abilities, making her feel insecure and dependent. Covert narcissists undermine relationships with indirect tactics. Ben's partner, for example, subtly spreads misinformation and creates conflicts to isolate him and make him more reliant on her. Covert narcissists feign emotional dependence to manipulate others. Jessica's friend, for example, pretends to be emotionally fragile to elicit constant support and validation. Covert narcissists create a false sense of normalcy while secretly manipulating others. Lisa's co-worker, for example, appears to be a supportive team member while subtly undermining her work and seeking personal gain. Covert narcissists use subtle manipulation to maintain control. Tim's partner, for example, employs indirect tactics to influence his decisions and actions while appearing to be supportive and caring. Covert narcissists often feign an awareness of the impact of their actions. Michael's friend pretends not to understand how his behavior affects others, avoiding accountability and maintaining control. Covert narcissists create dependency through emotional blackmail. Claire's partner, for example, uses threats and guilt tripping to ensure she remains emotionally and financially dependent on him. Covert narcissists undermine others' successes to feel superior. Sarah's colleague, for example, subtly dismisses her achievements and attributes her success to external factors, maintaining his own sense of superiority. Covert narcissists often feign innocence to avoid responsibility. Jessica's co-worker denies any wrongdoing despite evidence to the contrary, shifting blame and avoiding accountability. Covert narcissists use emotional manipulation for control. Ben's partner, for example, frequently plays on his insecurities and emotional vulnerabilities to maintain control and to manipulate his behavior and decisions. Covert narcissists are very dangerous because they create conflict to maintain control. Tim's friend, for example, stirs up disagreements and tensions among their social circle to ensure that everyone remains focused on him. Covert narcissists feign empathy to gain favor and manipulate perceptions. Claire's colleague, for example, pretends to be understanding and supportive while subtly undermining her and seeking personal gain. Covert narcissists undermine confidence through subtle actions. Jessica's partner makes small, disparaging comments that erode her self-esteem while maintaining an outwardly supportive demeanor. Covert narcissists create a sense of obligation through guilt. Michael's partner frequently reminds him of past favors and sacrifices to make him feel obligated to meet her demands. Covert narcissists use subtle tactics to maintain their sense of superiority. Sarah's friend employs indirect methods to ensure that her achievements and status remain unchallenged. Covert narcissists feign vulnerability to gain support and manipulate others. Lisa's friend pretends to be emotionally fragile to elicit sympathy and validation from those around her. Covert narcissists also create dependency through emotional manipulation. Tim's partner, for example, fosters a sense of dependency by constantly seeking reassurance and support while offering little in return. Covert narcissists undermine others' success through subtle means. Michael's co-worker, for example, subtly dismisses his achievements and highlights minor flaws, ensuring that his own status remains superior. Covert narcissists often feign ignorance to evade responsibility. Claire's partner pretends not to understand the consequences of his actions, avoiding accountability and maintaining control. Covert narcissists also create an illusion of support to manipulate others. Sarah's colleague, for example, pretends to be supportive while subtly undermining her efforts and gaining advantage. Covert narcissists use self-pity as a manipulative tool. Jessica's friend frequently laments her misfortunes to gain sympathy and manipulate others into meeting her needs. Covert narcissists create confusion through inconsistent behavior. For example, Michael exhibits sudden mood swings and erratic behavior, making it difficult for others to understand his true intentions. Covert narcissists feign selflessness to disguise motives, to disguise their true motives. For example, Tim's friend constantly talks about her sacrifices while using this image to manipulate others and gain advantages. Covert narcissists undermine self-worth through subtle criticism. Claire's work or Claire's co-workers, she frequently makes minor disparaging comments that gradually erode her confidence and self-esteem. And lastly, covert narcissist is a very dangerous type of narcissist because they create dependency through emotional manipulation. Sarah's partner, for example, uses guilt tripping and emotional blackmail to ensure she remains reliant on him for emotional support. and validation. Thank you for watching this video on why covert narcissist is a very dangerous, or is the most dangerous type of narcissist. They are insidious in their manipulation and control, and they make the impact more difficult to detect and combat compared to other narcissists. And this alone makes the covert narcissist very, very, very lethal and dangerous. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Thank you.